This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the morning of Friday, February 9th, 2024. I'm Alex Brown. All three Warwick County commissioners have been arrested on multiple charges, the Indiana State Police said Thursday. The arrests stem from an investigation into misappropriated funds at the Warwick County Animal Control. Commissioners Terry Philippi, Dan Saylor, and Robert Johnson each face a felony charge of official misconduct and a misdemeanor charge of false reporting. Philippi is also facing a felony charge of perjury. An attorney for the commissioners would not comment on the charges to Inside Indiana Business other than to say, quote, "We were truly blindsided by this," end quote. An initial court appearance is scheduled for February 16th. Lafayette-based Subaru of Indiana Automotive on Thursday announced changes to its executive leadership. Effective April 1st, Nobuyuki Bando will become chairman and CEO after serving as senior general manager of Subaru Corporation's manufacturing division in Japan. Additionally, Scott Brand has been promoted to president and chief operating officer for SIA, becoming the first American to serve in the role. Indianapolis International Airport welcomed an airport record 9.7 million passengers through its terminal in 2023, which surpassed pre-pandemic numbers. The airport's traffic marked a 2.6% increase from its previous record year in 2019 and a 12.6% increase from 2022. About 52% of the traffic in 2023 was associated with leisure travel and 46% with business. The remaining 2% was from passengers identifying their trips as a blend of the two categories. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Whether it's a new hire or a noteworthy promotion, IIB's Bigwigs and New Gigs serves as a platform to promote your team. Our revamped offering includes being featured on both the newly redesigned newsletter and at InsideIndianaBusiness.com. Subscribers to the Business News subscription save $10 off every listing. Plus, you can save $100 by bundling your submission to IIB with the Indianapolis Business Journal or the Indiana Lawyer. More at InsideIndianaBusiness.com.
Several Indiana employers, universities, and healthcare organizations have joined forces with the goal of reducing healthcare costs and maintaining a healthy workforce. IIB's Kate Sharon has more.
The members on Thursday launched the Indiana Business Health Collaborative, a new partnership that wants to improve Indiana's health profile through private sector solutions. Indiana is ranked by numerous health organizations as one of the least healthy states in the nation and has life expectancy 2 years below the national average. The group's CEO, former Congressman Luke Messer, said the status quo is unacceptable in healthcare, noting that healthcare costs are too high and the state doesn't have adequate healthcare outcomes either. He said the new partnership wants to build collaborative relationships with lawmakers, regulators, healthcare providers, and others, focusing on, quote, market-based, patient-centered, and outcome-focused solutions. He said the goal is not to usurp public policymakers, but to work with them. Members of the collaborative include drug maker Eli Lilly and Company, Ivy Tech Community College, Managed Health Services, the University of Notre Dame, Baptist Health Floyd in New Albany, and Good Samaritan in Vincennes. Messer says he expects other organizations to join the collaborative in the coming months. He said the group does not yet have a strategic plan, but intends to conduct a listening tour and release a policy report later this year. Kate Sharon, Inside Indiana Business, Radio.
Journalists at the Evansville Courier and Press have unanimously voted to unionize, according to our partners at WEHT-TV. The employees initially launched a union campaign in January, citing a reduction in jobs and resources with no prospects for change from parent company Gannett. The journalists had asked Gannett to voluntarily recognize the union, but Gannett refused. The vote to unionize was made Wednesday by all 9 members of the newspaper's editorial staff. The newly formed Evansville News Guild will become a bargaining unit of TNG-CWA Local 34070, which also represents workers of the Indianapolis News Guild and Courier Journal Guild. Anderson University President John Pistole is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, and entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.